Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Cole again, and we're for our next unit, our next lesson on indirect measurement. Now indirect measurement will really just be more similar polygons and proportions word problems. So since this is pretty familiar territory, this lesson will go pretty quick. The first thing you always want to do with these kinds of word problems is to draw a picture. Drawing a picture makes it a lot easier to understand what's going on. Once you've drawn the picture, you identify the similar polygons. Then you set up the proportion and find the missing side and solve. So let's do an example together. Now, I didn't write this example myself because this picture is way too good to be mine. So to estimate the height of her school's gym, Nicole sights the top of the gym wall in a mirror that she has placed on the ground. The mirror is 3.6 meters from the base of the gym wall. Nicole is standing half a meter from the mirror, and her height is about 1 8/10 meters. What is the height of the gym wall? Now if you notice, these problems, they like to use mirrors and they like to use triangles. A mirror is nice because this angle, it's called the angle of incidence, is always equal to the angle of reflection. So these two angles we know are the same. We know that this angle is right, and she stands, of course, at a right angle. And that leaves this last angle that they share to be exactly the same. Therefore, we know that these two triangles are proportionate. So there we go. We found our two proportionate triangles. Now we need to set up our proportion. I'm going to start with 3.6. I know that 3.6 corresponds to the half meter because that's the distance on the floor. And then I don't know this height, but I know I need to set it across from the wall because as I go across here, I have the wall, and here I have Nicole. So Nicole's height is 1.8. So this is the corresponding parts going up and down, and then I have the triangles matching each other across. When I solve, I cross multiply and divide, and I get 12 96/100 meters. Let's try an example on your own. Here we go. A 9-foot ladder leans against a building 6 feet above the ground. At what height would a 15-foot ladder touch the building if both ladders form the same angle with the ground? Now first, I want you to draw your picture. So pause and draw your picture. Here's my picture. Now, you can tell I drew this because it's not that fancy. These are my ladders. Yes, you'll have to believe me. Now the next part is to label what you know. So why don't you put in these three numbers: 9-foot ladder, 6 feet above the ground, and 15-foot ladder. Put those in right now on your own. Okay, so we have 9-foot ladder leaning up 6 feet against the wall, and then there's the 15-foot ladder. Now you need to set up a proportion and solve. So right now, set up your proportion. Make sure you match corresponding sides and you match your triangles. That way your proportion will be set up correctly. Here we go. I chose to set up my proportion this way. Corresponding parts are across from each other, and then I have the triangles vertically. This part, it made sense to me this time. Now you could also go 9 over 15 equals 6 over x and match corresponding parts and then triangles, but this way works too. When you cross multiply and divide, it doesn't matter how you set it up, you will get 10 feet. And if you want some more examples to try, here's the two places I found those examples. I'm sure there will be many more for you to try. Alright, thank you.